Hello, Aquarius. Welcome to your reading for December 23rd to the end of the month, the end of the year. We're here. Happy New Year. I don't know if it's too early to say that, but listen, it's been a long year. I'm very excited, Team Aquarius, that we get to do this together. And, I'm going to spend a little bit more time with you for this reading. I do want it to be a little bit more meaningful. It is, I appreciate you. Thank you for all your support, for being here all year long. Y'all are amazing, Team Aquarius. If you're new to my channel, I'm in Aquarius as well. So let's talk, okay? Let's talk. This is definitely going to be a very introspective type of end of December. There's a lot happening for you, okay? There's a lot happening for you. You're going to feel, it's really interesting, you're going to feel that you're definitely going to be going within for a lot of where you want to be in 2025, but at the same time, you're going to be revved up, ready to go. Okay. Now, one of the main themes for what's happening in the end of end of December is just being optimistic for 2025. Okay. And I'm not talking glass half full. I'm talking glass overflowing. All right, because we do have some squares. And, I did say in your monthly forecast, when we get to December, the end of the month, you're going to feel a little bit of a squeeze. All right, you're going to feel a little bit of a squeeze. So just continue to vibrate at that high frequency. Okay, attract everything that you deserve, especially moving into 2025. We're about to move into our birthday seasons. And if you saw your monthly forecast, a lot of big things happening, okay? Now, here are the dates for the squares, oppositions. We even have a new moon that's really, it's great, but it's a little tricky, so I'm going to guide you through that as well. Now, if you are a cross watcher, if you watch for your rising, your moon, if you watch for your partner, your pet, whatever it is, just know that all the mutable signs like last week are going to be affected by what's happening here the most. And that would be Gemini, Pisces, Virgo, Sagittarius. But everyone's going to feel this. Okay. Everyone is definitely going to feel this. And I have my second deck here. I'm going to do your second spread after, because there are some things I'm not going to talk about in this intro that you're going to really love. All right. That's going to be happening with some of the lunations, with Chiron, etc. So let's get started. Tuesday, December 24th, we have Jupiter square Saturn, 14 degrees. It's exact here. And that's with all these aspects. These are the dates. And it's just consider it like the peaks, okay, of these aspects. So Jupiter square Saturn, you have been feeling, okay? You've been feeling pretty much all fall. All right. And I'm going to break this down for you, but this is, Christmas Eve. If you celebrate that, remember Jupiter expands, right? Saturn contracts and Jupiter amplifies. Saturn reduces, Saturn restricts, limits, right? So what is Jupiter square Saturn? And Saturn, by the way, is one of your ruling planets. All right. So you may feel this. All right. So this is all about your beliefs, the big picture that you've been working on for yourself. Wisdom, inner wisdom, things that you want to grow in your life, all maybe getting a little bit of a test now, a little bit of a squeeze. Saturn wants to know how committed you are, okay? Do you know your limits, right? Are you bringing structure and stability in the way that you want in terms of money and income and just salary, finances? That's where Saturn is. Saturn in Pisces in your second house. But it's also self-worth. It's also self-value. Okay. And we're talking about Jupiter here. It's in your fifth house of pleasure, joy, love, true love, children, self-expression, creativity. And so there is that little bit of a squeeze. The next time, and it's part of a cycle, right? So it's going to happen again in June 2025. And then we get to breathe, because we don't have it again until 2036. And so Jupiter square Saturn is one of the biggest highlights of 2024. It is part of a bigger cycle. And I don't know and I want you to think about this. It's part of the Jupiter Saturn conjunction we had December 2020 in your sign, Aquarius. Okay. And our sign. So I want you to think about what happened for you around December 2020 and especially the months following it, maybe even, your birthday season. All right. So this Jupiter Saturn square is part of that cycle. Jupiter Saturn conjunction is a 20-year cycle. And so here we are, right? Here we are. It's a cycle that helps you work through challenges in a way where you are being practical, patient, really going within to come out being the best version of yourself. All right. And especially for you, do not undervalue yourself. Stay true to yourself, be your authentic self, but feel empowered. Okay. There is a lot of y'all may be feeling this squeeze. Now, one of the reasons why is because Jupiter is optimism, first of all. So remember, hold on to that Jupiter energy, right? Saturn is Capricorn's ruler as well. In Capricorn season, right here is saying, what do you want, Aquarius, for your long-term goals? What do you want? What are you going to do for it? Okay. But he's going to, remember, there may be some limits that you may have to navigate. And Saturn does bring those reality checks. Okay. So you really have to, the fact that it's in your second house, you really have to foster and embrace that self-confidence moving forward. Okay. Especially when it comes to finances, when it comes to money. It's a lot of Aquarians are feeling that squeeze, okay? And if you're not, it's the things that you value are, the things that you got to know your worth. You got to know your worth. Are you getting paid what you're worth? Okay? And so just keep that in mind, all right? Because Saturn is going to test you now. And remember, this is the peak. You're going to feel this aspect. You're probably already feeling it. Okay. You're going to feel it up until mid-January. So Saturn is definitely going to look for cracks here. Saturn is going to look for cracks. It's all about letting go of the things that you do not want to bring into 2025. Your long-term goals. Remember, Saturn is all about commitments, that long-term energy, and you transforming. Now, the fact that Pluto moved into your sign is helping big time. Remember, that's power, that's empowerment. But Saturn is all about discipline, and he wants you to show you, or he wants you to show him that you are hardworking and you are committed to your personal and your professional goals, and you have that confidence. Remember, Saturn is karma, and Saturn rewards you. So you may have to make a little bit of adjustment on your path to enlightenment, your finish line, your goals, your end game, your legacy. All right. Now, we had Jupiter square Saturn back in August. Okay. And that was just a few months ago. And so remember, this is an aspect that can, you'll feel it for weeks before, weeks after. And so, like I said, you've been feeling pretty much Jupiter Saturn square since fall. All right. You had a little bit of breathing room in October. But essentially, I want you to think about what happened for you in August, okay? Mars was squaring Saturn at that time. So could have been a very different feel, but you still felt that squeeze, right? Now, I'm going to give you a little bit of a real life example to give you a little bit of context, and you will maybe identify a little bit more with me because I am an Aquarius. And I'm going to tell you what happened. Okay, so if you are a subscriber, you remember what happened to me in August. And when I say August, it's August to about mid-September. Okay, mid-August, mid-September, even up until October. Saturn really tested me. Okay, at this point, and if you're a subscriber, I have a dog. My Ruby, she was having health issues, mobility issues that started way back in March, and so she had herniated discs. She had a hip injury that came out of nowhere, and so there were a lot of vet visits, to the physical therapist weekly, neurologist. So by August, when August rolled around, I had hit the $15,000 mark in terms of expenses, right? For her, physical therapy, muscle shock therapy, MRI, neurology, 2 different vets, all, the medications, everything. Okay. So I was feeling that squeeze when it came to finances, right? On top of that, in August, I'm still doing, all 12 signs every week. I don't have helpers. I don't have any of that. Right. I am a one-man team. There's a lot of work that goes behind the scenes, thumbnails, time stamping, all of that. All right. So this is on top of my full-time job. on top of my full-time job. And I had finished writing a book, a young adult novel, I'm very excited about. Took many, many, many years. Okay. And so I had started the editing process. And when it comes to publishing like books and whatnot, or even if you're writing anything, 80% is editing. And so I had started all that. Okay. And so I had a lot going on. In August, I was experiencing a lot of writer's block. I was experiencing, there's that stress that comes up with, what's happening with the health of my dog. And, there were adjustments happening with my job. And so you would remember that I was hospitalized. I did, so I had some burnout moments, but I also had health issues that came up for me. That's a whole other story. Every Aquarius is going to experience Jupiter Saturn square differently. I had a lot of other things happening as well. The day I got out of the hospital, Ruby, literally hours I got out of the hospital, when I got home, Ruby tore a ligament in her knee. And so was I being tested? Yes. Did I feel restricted? Yes. Did I feel limited? Yes. Did I feel that I had a boulder on my shoulder? Yes. So I had to learn from that experience. Saturn is all about life lessons. Okay. So I had to learn I can't work 60 to 80 hours a week. Doesn't work for me. I need to chill. I need to focus on me. Okay. So it was a time. It was a time. And so here's the thing. Saturn may be a malefic planet, but he truly is on your side. He is helping you grow, helping you thrive, maybe even maybe helping you see any blind spots. Sometimes he makes you do it the hard way. All right. So now I know my limits. Okay. I know my limits. I had to adjust my life to be, a little bit more, make things less complicated. And, again, every Aquarius is different. Every Aquarius is going to experience Jupiter Saturn square in a different way. But because Saturn is your traditional ruler, you may feel a lot of the Jupiter Saturn square. All right. So I'm just letting you know that through these aspects, everyone's going to have different experiences. You can change things. You can adjust. You can change your, beliefs. You can change your schedules, your routines. Remember, it's all about that introspective journey, especially with Jupiter retrograde, right? So don't spread yourself thin. Learn from these moments, because now that I've learned from a lot of those moments, this Jupiter Saturn square will be a little bit easier for me. Yes, Mars is still retrograde, and that's going to be a thing, by the way. I've talked about this many times for a reason. We are in the thick of Mars retrograde now. All of y'all are feeling it. Mars retrograde in Leo, your opposite sign, okay? So with partnerships, with relationships, one-on-one commitments, it can be love, it can be career, it can be your nanny. It doesn't matter, one-on-one, and legal matters as well. So with Mars retrograde and Leo, for you, Aquarius, there's going to be some delays. There's going to be a lot of pride, egos at play. Remember, I've talked about this, questioning, loyalty, all of that. I'll probably talk about Mars retrograde a little bit more in another live stream, my next live stream, because we are in the thick of it and everyone is feeling it. Okay. So just know that it's a thing. Just please work with this Jupiter Saturn square. All right. If you do feel that squeeze, I have another friend who's an Aquarius just this week. Okay. He was expecting this raise, a promotion at his job. They got a new boss very new boss. And he had that conversation, and she basically gave all these excuses on why he's not going to get the raise. And so, yes, he was tested. But I told him how to, work through that, what he can do, all the solutions. But he said, no, I'm just going to let it. It is what it is. So again, Saturn is testing yourself, your worth, okay? Your worth. Know that you are worth everything that you're worth, okay? Just, hey, it's up there, all right? You got Pluto on your side. Use it. Feel empowered, Aquarius. I'm getting really charged up about this. All right, now, and here's the other thing, Aquarius. If you have a really good memory, the last time we had this aspect before this cycle was May to June 2016. You can maybe think about what was going on in your life around then. Now, Thursday, December 26th, Mercury opposite Jupiter and square Saturn. Now, here's the thing. Okay. Listen, we'll do, okay, Mercury opposite Jupiter first. I love it. It's fun. I like it. I love this opposition because remember, Mercury is in Sagittarius for the rest of the month still, right? And then you've got Jupiter and Gemini, right? All month. They're in mutual reception. So what they're doing is they're actually doing something very nice for you behind the scenes. They're kind of doing this high five behind the scenes. And for you, this is really, really, really nice. Okay. It's very nice. Especially in the middle of all these squares. So what they're doing, they're bringing this really nice, bouncy, fun, big ideas, exciting, stimulating conversations, seeking the higher meaning of life, all of that for you. Especially remember, Mercury in Sagittarius is your 11th house. So you may have a lot, that's your hopes, your wishes, your dreams. That's your social network, community. Am I right? It's all of that. All right. It could be your LinkedIn community. It doesn't matter. It just, you're going to be social. We're talking about Mercury here. And the fact that Jupiter's in Gemini in your 5th house of joy and pleasure, this is great for you. All right. Mercury being communication, Jupiter, abundance, luck, good fortune. But Jupiter has always been known as the king of the gods because he was the wisdom bringer. So something around this time could really hit home for you. All right. Very spiritually moving, knowing your truth. Okay. Expanding the higher mind, very wise also. The people that have this in their chart are super fun and they can talk, but people listen, right? This is Mercury up, Stevie Nicks, Olivia Rodrigo, Obama. I mean, you get it. Okay. Now Mercury square Saturn, we literally had this 20 days ago. All right. December 6th. Remember, so we're going to have this twice. So, just again, you may have a little bit of a challenge with an authority like my friend did. All right. So it's all about that compromise. It's all about, going deep, practicing patience. Don't, have any moments, but just know you can choose your reality. You create your reality. And I want you to do that. Remember, you have a lot of power. You have the power to choose as well. So choose to do what you're, it's all about self-value for you. All right. We're talking about Saturn here. All right. So remember, Saturn's going to reward you, and Saturn may limit you. He may test you, but just work with his rules. Don't fight it. Work with it to come out on top. All right, Aquarius. Now, I got you. Now, Friday, December 27th, Venus square Uranus. This is going to hit you. All right, you're going to feel this. And the reason why is because we're talking about Uranus here. Your other ruler. You got 2 rulers. You know that. Uranus is your modern ruler. Okay. And it's squaring Venus, which happens to be in your sign. Remember that for the rest of the month. And that's amazing. Okay. And so this aspect, there is this need for freeness, for freedom. You're Aquarians. You need your freedom, right? Your independence. So there is a need for that. All right. There is a breathing room. So this aspect is all about breakthroughs. Okay. It's also breakups, and it's also breaking things down to have that breakthrough. This is all you. This is all you. Okay. Now, it may have to do with home. Remember, Uranus and Taurus in your 4th house. So home, real estate, property matters. It could be, maybe you, a realtor, if you're looking for a place. It could have to do with your significant other, something with parents, something with children. Just know if you're in a healthy relationship and everything's good, you're going to be fine. What this aspect is asking of you is to do something different, do something spontaneous and fun. Okay. Go to an escape room with your partner. Take your kids to, I don't know, the hamburger shop, whatever you want. Okay. Introduce them to, the person on the street that hands out flyers for, hats. Whatever. You get what I'm saying. Uranus is just all about surprises. It's the unexpected. It is breakthroughs. It's the great awakener. So just use this energy and have that breakthrough. This is all you, okay? Big ideas too. Really big ideas here. Now, kicking off Monday, you see, right, on the 30th, and pretty much 2025 is our second new moon of December. We have a new moon in Capricorn. Now, this is going to happen about 5:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, New York City time, okay? That's if you convert it to wherever you live. Now, if you're setting intentions, you're manifesting all of that, you want to do it around that time and after, all right? Because that's when you get that charge. Very different from a full moon, right? So you don't not want to do it before. Now, this is a Saturn-ruled new moon in Capricorn during Capricorn season. That will be sextiling Saturn. Pretty much at 10 degrees. It's a late 9 degree, rounding up to 10, which is a cardinal degree. It's a Capricorn degree. This is a true new moon. New. All right. Now, it is in your 12th house. So 12th house is very nebulous. It's everything beyond the physical plane. It's, spirituality. Okay. It's your subconscious. It's a lot of things that kind of like awaken you spiritually. It's a lot of things that may happen behind the scenes for you. All right, that you're going to start seeing, in the first few weeks of January, maybe even your birthday season as well. But it is also facing fears. It's also, hidden enemies, right? It's also self-sabotage energy. So again, using this to empower yourself, to unroot things from your subconscious. It's a very interesting, the 12th house is very interesting. And remember, we are going to be in Capricorn season. We are in Capricorn season up until your birthday season. So you're still going to be going within. 12th house is very intuition based. It's very So trust your intuition. Work with your intuition here. So this new moon definitely has a serious vibe to it because it is Saturn ruled. Saturn ruled. I am recording this while Mercury is retrograde. And maybe that was a Freudian. I don't know. So being very disciplined, right? Grounding yourself, but still feeling ambitious. That is Capricorn energy. Not only having a plan for 2025, but committing to it. Okay. Remember, that's what Saturn wants. And, he wants realistic, secure, long-term goals. Like knowing what you want for 2025. And as I said in your annual forecast, all right, remember this. If you saw it, your 2025 forecast, the full moon that we have in Capricorn, the corresponding one in July 2025, I said it is one of the best, if not the best, full moons of 2025. And so what rewards do you want to reap by then? Okay. What blessings do you want to yield? Set yourself up now. All right. Use this new moon. Just don't lose motivation. Please don't lose motivation. And please feel inspired and know that you're worth more than the universe. Okay. Because of all these other aspects that can, be a little bit of a squeeze. Just don't get distracted, okay? The other reason why I say this is a tricky new moon. 2 days after, okay? 2 days after this new moon, that's going to be July 2nd. Is that 2 days? 3 days after. On January 2nd. January 2nd, January 3rd is when we have our next Mars-Pluto opposition. And boy, you're going to be feeling it now. That's another strong aspect. So you're going to start feeling it toward the end. But again, you can use these energies. You can use the higher expressions. Remember, Pluto is in your sign and you got Mars retrograde in Leo in your opposite sign. So there may be something here with partnerships and relationships. Like I said earlier, legal matters, things like that. Okay. I'm not saying anything's bad. You just may feel like a little bit of squeeze, but using it to, feel empowered, have your Billy Elliot moment. Okay, so let's do it then. Let's do your spread. Aquarius. Oh, I know. Okay, let's do it. Okay, so let's see what's going on for you, Aquarius. Sun, Moon, and Rising for December 23rd to the end of the year. Okay. Ooh, Aquarius. All right, so Aquarius, how are y'all doing? Y'all are amazing. Team Aquarius, y'all, we make a really good team. Don't you think? I think we make a really great team. I feel that, I'm very excited to move into 2025 with y'all. Uh, I do a traditional Celtic cross spread. Yep, my lines. Offers the best overview, and if we need to pull clarifiers, you know that we will. And then remember, I have the second deck here. We're going to do another spread. I'm going to go through the lunations, and again, something that's very interesting for y'all. Yeah, let's see what's okay. Okay, yeah. We need to work on. We need to let's. You're gonna be fine. You're gonna be good, but you got to work on. Let's go within. This is a time when I say do that introspection. Really go for take those long walks. By the riverside. Go deep. Go deep. It's only going to do you good because you're going to unroot things. Okay. Now you got the world. So things are already changing for you, but big time, big time. You had Pluto move into your sign. Now Pluto is about to have some major aspects coming up. So your life is truly going to change starting in January 2025. And it may already be happening. It may already have happened. Okay. You may have gone in, made some big decisions, but you may have already recognized, wow, what a year it's been. What a journey it's been. Now, I'm proud of myself. Let's do it. Let's go to this, next phase. This new journey, all right? The world. Now, here's the other thing, the world attributed to Saturn, all right? So, use this energy again to know how, the self-worth, self-value, everything I mentioned earlier. Now, here's what's interesting. Yeah, the Seven of Swords in the heart of your spread. You go within. Go within, okay? That's what this is saying. You got to be honest with yourself about certain things. Know that you're worth it. Know that you're worth it, okay? And I say that because you got the star in your challenge area, all right? This is all about hope and wisdom and all of that. The stars aligning for you, okay? Have faith in yourself. This is having faith in yourself, the star. And the star is Aquarius. The Seven of Swords is attributed to Moon in Aquarius. You got these two Aquarius cards in the heart of your spread. And so this is saying when you go within, where you don't take any shortcuts, because Saturn, again, is going to test you. You've got to come out being the best version of yourself. You got to really go within and say, I do not want to bring this part of me into 2025. I want to be more confident. I want this to happen. I want to really, really, raise the roof, the bar. Both of it, okay? So this is definitely, and you know what? With that Four of Cups in your crown, yeah, the Four of Cups is, look at him. Look at his arms crossed. The hand of spirit offering him a fourth cup, and he's just like, So, when you go within, when you have that self-confidence, when you know your worth, you don't have that. Okay? You don't have that Four of Cups energy, right? Crossing off your heart. Four of Cups associated with boredom and apathy is what it's known for, this card, okay? But it's also discontent. You've got to go within and find your power. You got that Page of Wands in the root of your spread. There's something you want. There's something new that you want. You got your eyes on it. And you know that there is something deep within you that you can do, that you can get. Oh my gosh, I'm about to start crying. You're going to be fine. You're going to be good. Just, you got to go within. I'm going to clarify that Seven of Swords here. What a way to end the last reading of 2024 for you, King of Swords. Now, this is insane, because King of Swords is your buddy. Do you know how many times the King of Swords has come up in your spreads in 2024? But the fact that the King of Swords is also Aquarius. In the heart of your spread, you got these three Aquarius cards. I can't even believe this. I don't even know what to say at this point. King of Swords, kings are fixed, swords are air. You're the fixed air sign here, right? So very interesting. Also interesting, the world. You're here, right? The four fixed signs in the corners of the world. Wow, a lot of Aquarius energy in your last. But the King of Swords is, look at what happens. You go within. You don't take shortcuts. You even identify things that are feeling a little like, what's going on with this, right? Or this, or this, or right? Or someone's stealing from me, or cheating, or doing something, deceitful, or being disloyal, things like that. You've got to confront those things. You've got to confront those things. In order to confront those things, you got to go within. You got to find that confidence within you, right? Because this is your reality that you are creating. Now, you got that King of Swords. You do that, you're going to be on top. You're going to be on top. Everything, you're sitting there. You're the one who has the power. You're the one who has the power. The King of Swords, one of the most powerful kings. He looks directly at you. He has nothing to hide. This is someone who has faced his truths. Okay. So do you see how interesting that is? Someone who is not being honest with himself, but then someone who is so honest with himself, and no one can be dishonest to him because he's so powerful. All right. He's the king that makes you shake at the knees, right? He is so cerebral. He's a member of Mensa. He's Doogie Howser. He's all of that. He's smart. All right. Big decisions, big decision maker. It seems like he's ready to strike. You see his sword is tilted. All right. So wow, this is crazy. All right. So now you got the Queen of Pentacles in your future. You're going to be fine. All right. So go within, make those big decisions that you need to make, have those conversations that you need to have, feel empowered, feel it deep down in your bones. You got the Queen of Pentacles in your future, the richest queen. We love the Queen of Pentacles, right? And it's almost like this new reality will be born for you. And it's like the path that you're meant to be on. A lot of references to the Magician with the Queen of Pentacles, you know, like the roses at the top, and you know, her outfit. I won't go too much into it, but there is a sense of like, remember, with a Magician, you can manifest whatever you want. Same thing with the Queen of Pentacles. She knows that. Okay, she didn't say, "Oh, I hope I'm queen one day." She said, "I know I'm going to be queen one day." That's that confidence. That's that trust. Okay, that self-trust. All right. And then you see a little bunny rabbit in the corner here, right? That's representing like fertility, growth. Like this is money, this is wealth, but it's also spiritual wealth. It's also like physical wealth within your reality. Just that it's good. All right, let's just say it's good that you got the Queen of Pentacles in your future. Let's get to your stuff, Aquarius. Aquarius. Oh my goodness, I'm just looking at the screen and like all this light. I wonder if that's a sign. That's got to be a sign. Where's All right, Aquarius. If you like this reading, would be great if you like, subscribe, leave comments. You know I appreciate all that. And if yeah, y'all are amazing, and I want to hear from you. I want to hear what's going on. Okay. Yes, I want to hear from my team. I mean, maybe I'll start saying family Aquarius family. Team Aquarius family. Okay, so and you know I love you. All right, let's get to. Okay, so yeah, see, here's the thing. You're gonna be so effing good once you find that confidence. Okay? Look at this. I can't even. King of Cups. Yeah. I mean, a lot of y'all right now, sure, are possibly doing things that are, you know, heart-based, you know, things that emotionally moving. And that's really great with that King of Cups energy. Okay. He is so, you know, loving and giving and empathetic. You know, he leads with his heart. Okay. So I love that, but let's bring it all in. Okay. Mind, body, spirit, all of it, right? All of it. Know that's going to help move things forward. But this is really great with the Page of Swords as well. Page of Swords, it does, you know, the pages are messengers, and with the Page of Swords being all about the mental suit, messages anyway, communication, even like thinking and processing, things like that. But the fact that he's in your external factors area, yes, there may be some message coming through that you will receive. That may be something really great, news that you want to hear. This is really nice. Now, there could also be someone that's on your journey right now that makes you see things in a new way. All right. And it's really exciting for you. And it does seem like once you have that sense of empowerment and make these really bold, strong decisions, especially with changing your life or with the way that your life has been changing, you're going to be absolutely amazing. You got the moon here. This is very interesting with the moon and the Four Cups. Now, where the moon sits, it's just saying, hey, yeah, I don't want to be in my head, like in a way where I, you know, there's a lot, you know, the moon is a little bit of craziness, right? We know all about the moon, trace it back, got it, you know, Luna got us to the moon, but etymologically, even like lunacy, there, all of it comes out of it, like with the moon. So there is kind of like this, it's almost like there's this part of you that wants to come out, and I want you to let it come out, you know, like in this like way where it's shaped and formed it's almost like there's a part of you that you're not letting come out. All right. And a lot of that has to do with that self-worth, self-value, confidence, a lot of that. So this is just saying, I don't want to be in this place where I'm just like, right. I want to use my intuition. The moon is intuition, and let that guide me. All right. And it may have to do with, again, the reason I say self-worth, self-value, all of that is because the moon is attributed to Pisces in tarot. So remember, you've got Saturn and Pisces in your second house. All right. Self-worth, self-value. But you got the Empress in your final outcome. So you do everything I say. You go with it. You trust yourself. You have that confidence, and you know that, everything that's happening around you, like you can form, you can mold. You create your reality, right? So the Empress, you got a goddess. You got Miss Aphrodite here in your final outcome. This is love. This is passion. This is super conscious love. You got Venus in your sign. Remember, I said that you got that all month long. Use that. Look, you got a symbol of Venus right here in this stone-shaped heart, right? This is Miss Venus, right? This is love. This is money. This is creativity. This is abundance. A lot of creative energy here, by the way, that's coming through. But it's a 3 as well. All right. So the birth of new things. She's even pregnant. Remember, you got Jupiter and Gemini. A lot of y'all are going to be having kids anyway, or wanting to have kids. But it's also, metaphorical, right? Like the birth of new things, creation. Again, there is something new absolutely happening for you with the world and the Empress, the Queen of Pentacles in your future. You just got to believe in yourself, have faith in yourself. All right. That's what's going to make the big difference. And really just know that you just be the best version of yourself, and know that you know your worth, right? The Empress, just so much abundance about to happen in your life, but you taking charge, all right, to have that abundance. This is really great. This is amazing. You got the Empress and the Queen of Pentacles. So, yeah, you're going to be moving into a place of, you got the Queen of Pentacles in your future and the Empress in your final outcome. Like, that's a lot of abundance, okay? Being able to live in the world that you have decided to live in for yourself. All right, Aquarius, really, really, really nice. And yes, a lot of sexual energy too that's coming through with that Empress. Anyway, let's break it down. Now, let's do a little navigation here with, I'm going to do some lunations, okay, to guide you. All right, starting with the 22nd, we do have a last quarter moon. That is going to be in Libra. I want you to pay attention to the 22nd and 23rd, because the moon's going to be in Libra both those days. Wonderful, amazing. Relationships, partnerships. Oh, that feels really good. Now, the 23rd and Monday, we have an air trine. We got the moon in Libra, Venus in your sign, Jupiter and Gemini. It hits all 3 air signs, right? So please be social. Please be social. Libra is very social. It's a Venus ruled. Libra is Venus ruled. Like, please be. Venus is in your sign. Make new friends. Big energy around partnerships around this time, okay? December 24th, the moon is void. I'm going to talk about void moons in the future, maybe a live stream or something, but I'm just letting you know now. Thankfully, it is a holiday for most people. December 24th, it's Christmas Eve, but just try not to have important conversations up until 4 p.m. All right, my time again. All right, when the moon is void. Now, December, because you're just gonna go. It's I never take a Zoom call when the moon is void. Okay, because you're just gonna go in circles. Nothing's gonna be. That's just how it is. I'll talk more about it in the future. On Christmas Day, if that's something you celebrate, Wednesday, December 25th, the moon is gonna be in Scorpio. All right. It's going to be sextiling the sun. So this is very interesting for you. All right. But first of all, this is very, very deep. This is big time feels. All right. So on the 25th, you're going to have deep conversations. This is good for heart to hearts. There is that depth here, right? You could even be at a point where you're really digging for truth around this time as well. But it is very emotionally moving. Now, it's also very interesting because around Christmas time, I feel like a lot of y'all are going to be thinking about your careers. A lot of y'all are going to be thinking about how you want to be seen. Okay. That's just how it is with the moon in Scorpio, sextiling the sun. Now, Aquarius, Friday, December 27th to Sunday, December 29th, moon in Sagittarius all weekend. Fun, That is fun. All right. Uh, use this. Go take a trip. Go take a trip. All right. Be with friends. Be social. This is really great. Remember, 11th house, okay? Moon in Sagittarius. And you got Mercury here too. So this is really great. Your hopes, your wishes, your dreams, all of that. So remember, I said around Christmas time, you could be thinking about, your reputation, all of that, your career. It's got to be a thing. And then it's almost speaking things into existence. Now, Saturday, December 28th, Chiron officially goes direct. So Chiron, the wounded healer, goes direct in Aries, but I want you to pay attention to Monday the 30th and Tuesday the 31st, New Year's Eve, in January 1st. Mercury trining Chiron. All right, that's got to be on New Year's Eve. I've talked about this briefly. This is amazing for you. This is absolutely amazing because this is Chiron, the wounded healer. So this is when you're going to be healing old wounds. This is when you're going to be speaking healing words into existence, especially for you, Aquarius, because we're talking about Mercury trine Chiron. Mercury, remember, is in Sagittarius, and your hopes, your wishes, your dreams, even your social network. But then you have Chiron with your North Node in Aries, in your third house of communication and thinking and processing, like all of that new, gaining knowledge, all of that. So this is moving forward with healing, wonderful, emotionally driven, constructive conversations. It's such a healing time for you. I love this. Okay, I love this for you, Aquarius. Now let's pull some cards. We're gonna focus on this new moon in Capricorn for you. Okay, new moon in Capricorn happening Monday, December 30th. Depending on where you live, but it's a big one. All right. So for Aquarius, oh, that card flipped over. Aquarius rising, Aquarius moon. Okay, I am using the Aquarian tarot deck. Because we are on the brink of the age of Aquarius. All right, so new moon for you. Oh my gosh. Okay, yeah, things are gonna here. Wow. Oh wow, 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 wow. All right, can we just talk about this for a second? Okay. You got the Ace of Swords, so you are gonna have that breakthrough as long as you take those inspired actions. Ace of Swords, new beginnings with a new moon, right? This is big. And breakthrough in mental breakthrough, getting out of this place where maybe if you do feel, a little sensitive, right? It's just powerful. Power. This is power. With great power comes great responsibility. But listen, again, you may have a very important conversation, maybe sign something like a new contract agreement, have this strong agreement, but it really is, again, having that breakthrough for yourself. And it's a whole new way you're going to be seeing things, new perspectives. Again, don't forget, you got the King of Swords, Ace of Swords, Page of Swords here. Wow, that's big. Now, 10 of Cups. Yeah, you got a lot to be happy for, okay? The 10 of Cups, the 10 of Cups. That's total enjoyment. That's happy everything. That's, the only rainbow in the sky. All right. So this is absolutely amazing, especially when it comes to partnerships and relationships and family and children. Okay. This is really good. And 10 of Cups is a Pisces card. All right. So again, self-worth, self-value. There's something here. All right. Money as well. Remember, you got money that you're moving into. All right. So this is the 10 Cups. So a lot of enlightenment here. Cups are love and emotions and feelings and intuition and wonderment. And lastly, you got the Tower. All right. So this new moon, expect some things for Phoenix rising from the ashes, right? For that. Remember what I said, there could be some breakdowns for breakthroughs. So that Tower moment is actually good for you. A lot of people, when they see the Tower, they're like, oh my goodness. No, that's the Tower moment happens for you, okay? Not to you, okay? So remember, a lot of this has to do with you being honest with yourself and really going within, all right? Work like really, really, I want to see that confident energy. You can take on the world. You can make anything happen. You create your reality. And look at where you're going. Look at where you're going. All right. This is amazing. This is going to be an amazing new moon for you too. Yeah, the tower. There may be some things that have to break down for that breakthrough. Okay. But it may, and again, I think it's going to be the best thing for you. Um, Okay, Aquarius. Oh my gosh, how long did I go here? Okay, that's not bad. Aquarius, y'all are amazing. Y'all are so meaningful to me. All right, so listen, I love my fellow Aquarians. Y'all are amazing. If you like this reading, by the way, it'd be great if you like, subscribe, leave comments, tell me what's going on. Let's talk. Let me hear. I got really personal. And next week, yeah, we will do January. Yeah. Birthday season coming up. And January, I told you, is a interesting month. It's an interesting month, but once we get to your birthday season, boom, 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 boom. All right, so Aquarius, is that all I have to say? I think that's it. Anyway, Aquarius, all right, y'all are amazing. Thanks so much for being here. I'll see you next week. All right, bye-bye.